Another goal of creating philosophical speculations is to predict the trend of changes in an ongoing phenomenon, whether during activity without a contact or in reaction with other phenomena or objects, and its final outcome based on the intermediate results of the phenomenon in question that have already been recorded. In this case, people use previously known information about how certain phenomena interact with one another upon contact and what overall results they'd produce during reactions with other phenomena. Based on this, an attempt is being made to understand how energy exchange occurs between these phenomena and which specific chemical compounds or elements are responsible for the formation of the resulting effect. Based on this information, attempts are being made to create various diagrams and schemes, symbolically representing all the different phenomena involved in that overall reaction, which leads to creation of the final product and indicating the specific property of each phenomenon, which is responsible for the formation of the final reaction product, as well as identifying the main properties of it. Such models could then be used as formulas to help understand how other phenomena, which share similar characteristics with the phenomena on which these models are based, might interact with one another, and what characteristics the products of their interaction might exhibit after contact occurs. The use of these schemes would facilitate and accelerate the research process of such phenomena and reduce the amount of various tests which would be needed in normal conditions. To make it easier to imagine it visually, I'll provide an example of what a scheme of this kind might look like. In it, phenomena of different types are represented by ovals of different colors. Their intertwining with one another shows that each of these phenomena participates in reactions with all the other phenomena. The arrows coming from each phenomenon indicate the specific characteristics that directly contribute to the overall outcome of the interaction, while the purple oval represents the final, combined result of the reaction of all these phenomena, along with its listed key characteristics. However, this model would be suitable for analyzing only those cases in which all phenomena would produce a common interaction product by directly reacting with each other. But there are also such cases where not all phenomena interact with one another, but only with certain phenomena within that set, and as a result of those reactions, intermediate reaction products are formed, which in turn react with one another until they ultimately form the final interaction product. To analyze such interactions between phenomena, a similar scheme could be used, except that the phenomena involved in the reaction would not be fully intertwined with one another. The intertwining would be depicted only between those phenomena with which the reaction occurs. Below them, the intermediate reaction products would be depicted as smaller ovals, which would be formed during the respective reactions. They would be depicted in different colors to indicate that they possess different properties than the phenomena from which they were formed, and they would also be shown intertwined with one another, indicating that they continue to interact with each other, and the arrows coming from them would indicate the properties that are directly responsible for the formation of the final product of the interaction. Of course, in some cases, intermediate reaction products may form yet other secondary intermediate products, which would also react with one another, and only then would create the final product. In such case, This scheme would be expanded to include another reaction step, depicting the secondary intermediate reaction products, and so on.